YouTube Studio, trimming and splitting a video. I've done this because the official YouTube videos are a bit out of date. One thing to point out, if you are trimming a video, say, you can't do it until you can't get to the option until you have moved it out of draft. I found, because I was looking around and just couldn't see how to do it. Okay, so let's go into let's go to YouTube Studio, go to Content, pick my video that I want to edit, click there, I will click the Details button, I will then go to the Editor. Okay, so I want to do a trim. I've done a clock because that can help us to easily see what I've actually done. I've got a minute's worth of clock here, and I'm going to show how to get rid of the beginning, how to get rid of the end, and put a split in the middle and delete that. Point being, it's pretty flexible what they've given you, I would have said, for basic needs. So let's say that I want to delete everything up until, say, 26:05. So I picked trim already. So I'll go to, let's move this along. And if I now do a play, in fact, if I do a preview, that will help us let us see where it begins from. So we click, and you see it's immediately jumped to, say, 02. It doesn't really matter exactly what. And then if we move this up here, drag this up here, it fast forwards to the end of the minute. Okay, so that's one end of the trim. And then the other end of the trim, again, let's say, taking up to the limit, let's say I want to drag that back to, you see, dragging the blue line doesn't kind of give you a preview, but this one does, of how it's looking. So let's say I want to trim that. That's good enough. That takes off the last 3 seconds or so. So now if I click here, if I go to preview, what I was kind of expecting was that the preview would let me see, would immediately give me some start things going, but nothing happens. You have to go back up here to, let's say, rewind to the beginning of our now trimmed video. Interestingly enough, so that is, yeah, so when you actually play it, it plays from the beginning, etc. Okay, and then if I move this up to here, so I just clicked above the line here, and it stops at that point. So now moving on to the split. So let's pick some point here. Drag forward a bit. Let's say I want to get rid of 5 seconds after this. So I would do a hover over here and do, nope, I would hover over here. Somewhere there's a split option. Where is the split option? Somewhere there is a split option. Why can't I see the split option? If I do that, split and then drag. If you split and then drag, and then this won't go away until you've accepted the preview, is how it seems. So I could say play the preview. If I now pause that and drag it back to there, and it skips over that timeline. So it jumped from 25 straight to 28, 29. So now, and indeed, if I stop that moment, I could. Now notice there is not a bar here. It seems that it's the action of actually moving this bar. Yeah, you have to move the blue bar, strangely, for the split to come up. It feels a little bit of a bug to me. That does not feel quite right. But anyway, let's go here. The split pop-up is still there. This is in Edge rather than Chrome. I don't know if that makes a difference. And then if I can now drag the split, and if I say preview, that bar disappears. And if I now preview and play from here, it jumps that distance. Okay, let's watch that. See, it jumped 5 seconds. It then moves on for the next 10 seconds or whatever, then jumps 2 seconds. Okay, so let's stop that. And then if I now save that, the original version is stored when you save. You can undo your edits, fine. It might take a few hours. I haven't noticed it take a few hours. Having said that, this is a short video, so it's probably proportionate to the length of the video. And then we can say save. It's being processed. Check back later. So that's good enough for now.